You know what? Real quick, you guys, this could have also just been a message on the community tab, but I have to tell you all about a dream that I had probably a week ago. It had something to do with probably post war. And I use the word war because, I want to say conflict, battle, but actual all out war, it could go to that extreme because I saw like the aftermath of possibly, and I have to, okay, y'all know I'm not good with this because I'm just used to just shooting just clear and precise. So when I have to go around issues for sensitivity reasons, that's when I get flustered. So that is not my strong point. Going around the road a little bit is not my strong point at all. I gotta shoot from the hip. But I had to tell y'all in detail what was in the dream. So what I saw were what looked like Asians, possibly in their community, whatever part of Asia influenced country-wise, towns. I don't know what this was because I can't put a name on it, but I know that they were Asian. They were children, by the way. Not that anything happened to the children, but I was more or less concerned about the adults, like where are the adults at? So the children were in some sort of factory, and the factory looked like they were upcycling. But at this moment, when I was walking through this factory as if I was touring like a guest, these children had like plastic Coke bottles, like the small, like 20-ounce size, different variations of, carbonated beverages. It could have been any brand. But what they were doing, I saw the whole makeup like I was really there. So they had it to where they would take the bottle, the plastic bottle, turn it upside down onto like some sort of cylinder to where it was like rinsing it out. Like, the cylinder itself was maybe spraying out water while the container was upside down on top of it and just maybe cleansing it. And I saw like they were doing their own handmade, homegrown carbonated beverages. So it had no brand name. I don't know. I don't want to speculate what was happening there, but that's what I could see. That they were renting out old bottles. These weren't new plastic bottles. They were old. So it was like recycling them and making their own carbonated beverages off to the side. And it looked like maybe, I don't know if they were in training or they were being tutored or that was like an extracurricular activity that they were, making use of recycled materials. I can't tell you like what the backstory was to how they got to where they were. But I did see one female, an adult, and she basically is kind of just strolling, looking over the students, almost as if it was like a classroom. And she had her, her hands, kind of connected behind her back, like just a real casual stroll, just supervising. So I don't know her role, even if she was like a babysitter or she was like, in a role to where she was being paid for the supervision of whatever was going on with these children, or a caretaker. I have no idea what her role actually was, but she was the only adult. And I'd say there was maybe 20 children, 15 to 20 children in this quote unquote classroom. I don't know if they were really doing it as an occupation or they were learning or it was just something fun that they were doing. But it just kind of put me in a state of, well, excuse me, well, how did they get here? Excuse me. Is this the aftermath of something to come on their community to where they had to take these recycled bottles and try to make a living? Or I don't know. I'm just giving the message of the dream by way of how it looked, like represented. And hopefully if you all are able to chime in about similarities in your dreams or visions or whatever, we can try to, I keep hearing communist. If we could maybe put it together to see, what this even entails, But those are the details that I wanted to provide y'all with. And yeah, I hope this helps.